So a lot of stillbirths are just due to negligence. It's either the doctor was not sound, or the nurse didn't do her job on time, or they arrived at the hospital late. My kidney failed, my heart became weak, my liver, everything was just shutting down. Lori, childbirth. She had detached from the placenta.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. If I was a second late, she would have lost oxygen and I would have had a stillbirth.
There's this myth that C-section moms are lazy.
Don't say it outside. They are not. Do you know what the healing process is? First of all, my first pregnancy was an emergency CS. My child and I would have died. My organs were shutting down.
Oh dear.
It was horrible. I definitely wanted to have a natural birth, but medically I could not. Second time, I said, Doc, can I have a natural birth? He said, no, you have to pick a date. So don't insult me and tell me I'm lazy. I had no choice. And then for women who decide that that is how they want to have their babies, it is their choice. It doesn't make them lazy.
Speak on it.
And it actually takes a lot of courage to sit there and get your body cut open and bring out a child.
Speak on it.
She carried the child for as long as she could, and she decided how she wanted the child to come out. What's wrong with you? Fix your mind.
Speak on it.
People.
I like that you say you have to be extremely careful who you're telling, because this is not a now go and be telling people your
Don't hate on your husband. Don't divorce him because you're going through a lot and he can't get it. He genuinely just doesn't know what to do in that moment. If God be kind and I have the grace to go through one more pregnancy and it's a boy, he will know how to change pad.
Not diaper or
pad. He will understand what tampons do. He will understand every little detail about the woman anatomy. Because you can't be clueless. Children are expensive. I don't get how women have more than 5. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Them? Stop having so many. Close your legs. Wear condom.
The woman's reproductive journey is never a straight line. From periods to pregnancy, to childbirth, to postpartum, to childcare, there are so many.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll go show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Hi, my name is Olufemi J, and you're welcome to Me and My Girls podcast, a podcast where, well, for me and my girls, where we just gist about all things women, all things fertility, all things periods, all things pregnancy, all things women, and where we get down and dirty, vulnerable, uncomfortable. So you want to sit down, get a tissue, just in case there are some premium tears, get popcorn for the laughs, and let's get rolling. But first, I have with me a very, very special guest, someone I've known for quite a bit. Quite a bit, but I'm not going to be familiar, Someone who's doing very, very well in her field. I'm so proud of her. Like, she's come such a long way, and it's amazing to see. None other than the amazing, delectable Bambam, Bamike, Olawumi, Adenibuyo, Mommy Zen, and Mommy Maya. Yes,
Maya.
yes. Please give it up for her.
You're such a mess.
Agreed. I'll take it. Do you want to introduce yourself?
What do you want me to say? You've said it all.
I've said it all. We'll try. A celebrity in the house. Hey.
Come on, please.
Anyway, but before we get into it, right, we're going to quickly play a game. You're going to pick. Yeah. I hope you pick good question. That would give us the juice. Which one do you want to pick out of?
Do you really know your family? I like the nameless card.
Huh, this is the one.
Great.
Okay.
What do you wish you could go back and tell yourself 10 years ago?
What is serious questions? Yeah.
That you would actually become famous. I had no idea. I didn't see it coming. It's like, darling, just keep pushing. Keep doing what you're doing. it's all aligning and you're actually going to become very famous.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
You're on a roll.
Oh,
Pick one.
this one. Okay. What is my favorite outdoor activity? Activity doesn't have to be sports.
No, any activity.
I love taking walks.
I thought you were going to say shopping.
Absolutely, but you can do it online. So
That
it's
sounds
not
like
really
a friend
out
of
there.
mine. Where is she?
So it doesn't. It's not counted as outdoor traveling. That one is
So
called
where
to
would
travel.
be your dream place to travel?
Don't do this to me,
Are you already envisioning it?
guys. I'm saying trees and seas.
I see
Beach.
trees.
Call the name of the place that is coming to
don't
mind. Maldives.
Seychelles, Maldives.
Seychelles, Maldives, Greece, anywhere that is island, I'm there.
Cool.
I love.
Thank
the
you so
beach.
much for playing this game. Should we do one more?
Sure.
Okay. Which one do you pick from? This one. I want a juicy one. I want gist.
I want gist. What aspect do you miss about being single?
Ah, that's sweet. I didn't even check that one. That's sweet.
What
Yes.
aspect do I miss about being single? The fact that you have options of people that can do things for you. Uncle, my rent
Do you-
will expire. Uncle, please. My landlord. Oh, hi. I thought you may want to have dinner. I'm thinking prime Chinese. You know. Sir. The woman that said my hair, she did rubbish. That my weave is so bad right now.
I mean, I can relate with you. That's like, you're basically saying
Spoiled
not being
for
able
choice.
to think about bills.
Yes, I'm not going to lie. I enjoy that.
Yeah. I feel you. I agree with you,
Because
actually.
now you're accountable for every action.
Yeah. And then you now have kids again.
And you now have children.
You're paying for school fee. And say it again.
Children are expensive. I don't get how women have more than 5. What are you doing?
What are you
with
doing?
them? No matter how wealthy you are, because every child is not just the money, it's the time.
She's talking from a deep place. I feel you. Did something happen recently? Do you want to share with us? I really feel you.
Something happened recently. The time, because Teddy and I were on a movie project in Ekpe for a while, and that's the longest I've been away from home. And my nanny decided to leave. Kutie funny. It was hard, and my PA. So I'm learning recently that you just need to define roles. Sometimes you think that because they're selfless in their service to you as personal assistant, they'll be willing to do nanny temporarily. So kind of reducing my expectations now after the fact is what I'm understanding. I really needed her because I was working and I could not leave Ekpe. I live around where, I don't need to say where I stay,
somewhere, Sha.
but somewhere around. And I wasn't settled on set. I kept checking on our homes, kept calling. My neighbor now called and said they heard her screaming.
Oh dear.
I freaked out, only for it to be that the maid, I think she hit the maid or something. She said, "Don't touch my sister." You know, anybody that she's not used to, because I had to emergency or
Get an
hurriedly-
emergency maid. Yeah.
She didn't like the girl. She was always harsh to her. I had to now start begging my neighbor to go check on them and all of that. It wasn't.
And it's interesting that you say that because, like, and this is not to say anything about your husband, but like, is that pressure on women generally because you're the primary caregiver? Like, I think I was talking to someone on Sunday incidentally, and he was saying how when women give birth, you can't be expecting that is the husband that will be breastfeeding. You know, like, for instance, you and your husband at this point in time are on set. It's expected that it's the woman that would need to leave the set to go to check on the kids. Not to say that he probably wouldn't call home to check, but it's different.
The expectations, the moment the child comes out of you, the man, it just makes the men look good. All the work
is the
you.
Do you know what I say to my husband? I'm like, please don't use my children for. Oh no! Before I had my second kid, I was like, please don't use my daughter for props.
That's what it is. I'm
Because
sorry.
they will go out and be like, daddy and daughter goals.
See, the child looks like the dad. That's
Yeah,
not even
yeah,
funny. And then the first word they call is dad.
Dad.
Why? Why do you betray my woman?
I carried you for 9 months,
Why? Why is it dada? What is that? The men here are actually feeling themselves. It's not even funny. I did everything, and Teddy, you know how he is. He milks it. Say dada, dada. Say it again, dada. Say mama, dada. Why?
Somebody actually said that is because the men are not always there physically.
No,
so it's like
just
they
that
miss
It's easy. It's an easier syllable to
say,
pronounce.
men is the easiest syllable.
It's actually because think about it. Ma
is harder.
Requires NMR. It's a lot.
You can tell that you are doing diction and phonetics for your child. So let's move on. You have 2 children, right?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Again. And we know that no 2 pregnancy journeys are the same. This reaction is reacting. Can you share some of the highlights before we get to the lows of it? Some of the highlights of both journeys in terms of everything. Like what happened here and here that made you happy?
Say highlight. Let me just say how it was.
Okay.
They were very different.
Okay.
My first pregnancy transformed my life. God, I bloated. I spat in a bottle till the baby came out.
Wow.
I did everything I could not swallow my saliva. I could not keep food down. I could not stand perfume.
Wow.
I'm
smelling.
I smell good for a living. I could not use perfume. I could not use deodorant. I had to find an odorless deodorant. Teddy sprayed his deodorant in the car. If he's driving me in the car, he has to wind down because I will vomit. I will vomit. I will puke my inside.
Oh dear.
If I say I want jollof rice and you microwave it for me, I will puke on you. It has to be freshly done. Every meal had to be freshly done.
Wow.
I would know when it's microwaved.
Wow.
Zen is definitely a prophetess. I will know. Like the girl would try to trick me because she had to leave. She couldn't keep up.
Wow.
If she's an hour late after I say I want rice, the food is stale.
Wow.
It was bad. I could not keep any. Look at her skin. Look at the child.
Yeah,
for goodness sake.
she's fine, babe.
She was only fresh juice. I like my meals were top notch. Salads, fresh juice, watermelon juice, orange juice. They were squeezing juices. With Maya, I could cook. I could not stay in the kitchen with Zen. If I cook the food, I won't eat it. If I eat it, I would vomit. With Maya, I didn't spit. I was still doing photo shoots up till 7 months plus 8 months. I was active till she came out. I walked to the hospital. I told them I was ready for the CS. I sat down. They prepped me till the baby came out. Like I was up and doing. I could cook and eat the food I wanted. I had cravings. I could tame them. Zen's cravings, I would cry till I got what I wanted.
Wow.
Teddy is just blessed that I did not give him tough time. Because the cravings were within reach. It was things like ram suya, things like bangasu. It was not something that I hear some girls will say they want something from
You have to go exactly.
You understand? Even the ram suya, I would go with you. I had motion sickness with Zen. I would have panic attacks in the car.
Oh dear.
Oh, then I now had preeclampsia. Oh. It was an emergency birth. So Zen was Maya. I could handle things,
Interestingly, it was the opposite for me because my first daughter's pregnancy was easy. It was easy. I just added a lot of weight. I still could go out. I was still going to work. But I see this one showed me pepper, which is why I agree that no 2 pregnancy journeys are the same. Because some people say, oh, the first one is hard, the second one is easy. Yours was hard, the first one, second one was easy. Mine was easy the first time.
I have to put my leg on pillow. Nah, man. Girl.
Mia and My Girls is brought to you by Fetitude. Our mobile app helps the girlies manage our health on the go. Click the link in the description below or scan the code to download the Fetitude app today.
So if we're going to go for one more.
What are you saying? Don't do that. Don't even
There was
push me.
something you said. You said it very, very naturally. And I thought, You said, oh, I had a C-section for my kid. Women don't typically say the time
How they gave birth.
how they gave birth.
Why? Kilode. It's baby that you born. Some of you,
But you know that-
hours, some others just want to have selective delivery.
I said it because I also had so my first child was vaginal, second one was a C-section, and I didn't realize because there's this myth, I'll call it myth, that C-section moms are lazy.
Don't say it outside. They are not. Do you know what the healing process is? First of all, my first pregnancy was an emergency CS. My child and I would have died. I literally, my organs were shutting down.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I was on bed rest for a week. It was horrible. I definitely wanted to have a natural birth, but medically I could not. Second time, I said, Doc, can I have a natural birth? He said, no, you have to pick a date. So don't insult me and tell me I'm lazy. I had no choice. And then for women who decide that is how they want to have their babies, it is their choice. It doesn't make them lazy.
Speak on it.
And it actually takes a lot of courage to sit there and get your body cut open and bring out a child.
Speak on it.
She carried the child for as long as she could, and she decided how she wanted the child to come out. What's
Speak
wrong
on
with
it.
you?
Fix
your mind.
Speak on it.
People.
Thank you. Can we have a round of? Are we applauding or are we? because when I had to do research as well, I have some friends who've had C-sections, but I was part of it, but it didn't click. But I've always been how dare you say somebody is lazy, until I had to now do it. I was like, oh mom, I had to call her. One of the crew members. I had to call another crew member's wife to be like, how far? How did this? And I was like, oh my God, this thing is hard. This thing is really hard. And then the healing, I'm still healing.
Yeah. You're doing amazing.
10 weeks after. Because there's so many things.
Do you know how long that needle is that goes to your back to numb your lower
Oh
body?
my.
Do you know the after effect of that? I am still going through back pain. Don't insult me because you have strength. It might be no. As sitting has put more money in your account.
Oh. Okay, let's move on so that we don't do all too much of that. In this line, so there's one major challenge that moms experience after childbirth. It's what? Body image. So
I am the preacher.
So
I'm the victim and survivor of body
because I've always
image and
known you
body
as
shaming.
a size 6, size 8.
Yes, girl.
Yeah, and then when you had Zen, I was seeing body parts that
18.
like bum, hips. I was like, hold on a minute, what's going on? So how has that been, for you? How did that affect you emotionally and mentally?
It was until my second baby that it actually started to get to me. Because my first baby, my snapback was, I was gingered. I had energy. I had a personal trainer. I did juices, detox. I went ham because I was excited that I could go from that and it's possible for me to shrink. So it was not it was seamless for me. And I got to a comfortable 14 and I liked my body and I didn't mind.
Oh, so you didn't mind that you couldn't go back to the 6'8"?
No.
Oh.
Girl.
You were...
No. I love the thick. I'm Teddy love.
It's important that your partner is there with you.
Yeah.
Because I remember he talked about it and said, oh, I like her like this. I don't want her to go back.
Yeah.
But carry on.
So, but then the second baby, it's so funny. The stressful pregnancy, after the baby, I had the energy to do all the going to the gym, getting a personal trainer, working on my diet, everything. The second pregnancy, that was easy. After the baby came out,
No energy.
I had no motivation. It almost caused fights because this one, Teddy actually now said, okay, babe, how far?
Let's try.
Because the way I handled the Zen one, it was so easy. He's like, why you just... I said, I can't lie. I want to go with you, but...
No, but I think you even tried to.
I did a few now, but that was like, I paid membership for 3 months. I went maybe twice or 3 times.
Oh, Jonah.
You burn.
Oh, Jonah means like the money burns.
It
like,
burns.
Caught fire.
So I even still tweeted about it. I went on Thread yesterday. I was just like, shout out to the women who are pushing
I saw
it.
I was like, I'm going to ask her this question.
Shout out to the women, because honestly, everyone's postpartum journey is different. Every child takes an aspect of you that you don't even know. A piece of you is gone, and you are watching it grow. So maybe that drive, because Maya is resilient. Jesus,
So
my
she took
daughter,
it and put it.
She took it. We're doing that. Maya has so much energy. She's so trim. She eats so much, but you don't see
But
it.
she doesn't even look like that. Oh, it seems like Zen is the
No, so Zen is
okay,
sassy
I
and fun.
understand.
But Maya has a drive that I can't. She latched on the moment they brought her out of my stomach. And
First day?
First day, the second she cried, and the doctor said it's a girl, and they did all the she's an 8/10, 10/10 baby, blah blah blah. They put her on my chest. She found it and she latched on immediately, and she pulled till she slept.
Wow.
I've never seen it done.
Me, I've never seen it done too. After a section,
I was still healing, I was lying. I was like, what kind of
child is this?
Wow. The first thing I said when Zen came out, I was like, is that my baby? Because she was so pink and a brunette and grey eyes. And if no be saying only me the CS operation room,
I thought that they took your child. But how was it also affected you as a celebrity? That's the body image.
It's their decision. No? Maybe, I don't know.
Have you lost jobs because of it? Or do people look at you in a different way?
So
or
maybe for movies. I remember before I had Zen, because I was so tiny, I could play a younger girl. Because there was a series that I was casted for, and they needed me to be a fresh uni, like 100 level, because I have a young face and because I'm smaller. So certain roles that they would probably cast me for, maybe I haven't gotten as much jobs because of that, although it's not been said to me. I don't know about it. But I remember the series after I had Zen, they were like, they can't use me anymore because I was much bigger and I didn't look like a little girl anymore. So maybe those kinds, but
it's not really...
not that I know of. No, it's not like a stigma thing. Although I have people in my comments, Bammy, snap back. Now you're looking like Teddy's mom.
There you go.
Oh, Bam Bam. Oh, you need to try at least.
How do you deal with that?
Waiting concern me. I did pay my bills. Honestly, look, I have decided to build a hedge
around yourself
and my mind. Because if I'm to be moved by what people are saying, then I am not steady. It says a lot about my personality that I'm not meant to be moved by every wind of doctrine according to scripture. So it's important that I'm steady as a woman and as a mom and as a wife, because then my home would also be chaotic. Then every small thing, babe, they said, babe, they said, who are they?
And then because you have children that are even looking at you, like what legacy are you giving them as well?
I needed to talk to myself that people will be entitled to their opinions, but their opinions shouldn't define me or my way of life. What matters is what the Lord is saying about me.
Amen. But then it's easier said than done, even for some people, to be honest.
It's actually a choice. See, every day we wake up, we make a choice. I was talking to a friend of mine, a very dear friend of mine last night, and I was telling her that this life, when you wake up, you make a decision and you need to be accountable for the decisions you're making. And you need to decide how those decisions define your life. Because on the last day, is between you and your maker. You will give account for everything you have done. So why not just depend on the Holy Spirit to be intentional about the decisions you make daily? Because there are certain things you can't take back.
That's true.
You can't take back 24 hours. You can't take back whatever you've said. So you've said it's okay. Forgive yourself and move on, really. But don't let people be the determinant. Decide the people. They need to be people who are also seasoned.
In your life.
In your life, that you are accountable to. They are the ones whose opinion matter. Some of your fans, they may have great intentions, but they don't live with you. They don't know your pains. They don't know everything. They only know what you share with them.
Absolutely.
So they shouldn't be the only people who decide how you react and how you live your life.
That's so good.
Truly.
That's so good. That's so good. So let's talk postpartum depression. I bumped into a video of you, because I had to do my research, of you and Teddy talking about postpartum, post-COVID. I'm not sure when you were pregnant with Maya, but you had said, I think he was when I was saying that, he said, I don't even know what to do. Any small thing, she will be crying. Any small thing. And then you were like, oh yeah, hardly. Like you glossed over it, because obviously you had come out of it, I think, at that point in time. So I would like you to walk us through that, because we don't talk about postpartum depression. Like if you say, I'm feeling one kind, they're like, is it only you? Do you understand that kind of thing?
See, I celebrate you mamas who have had babies and grandchildren and how y'all manage to handle it.
I feel like the shade is coming.
But don't be telling us how to deal, because our path is different. If we ask you for help. If we ask you to all goes. But don't come and be telling me, you are a woman.
Sharagiri.
Be strong. Kilo share. Ejo. Emma Binu. It's how I know how to handle and deal with my situation. You understand me? So after I had Zen, it was with Zen I had postpartum depression, not with Maya.
Oh, okay.
Oh, God. Because the nature of how I had her shook me. I never thought I would have a CS. I never thought it would even be emergency for that matter. I was so excited about experiencing the whole
vaginal
birth. I was very curious. I watched videos. I was prepared.
You did?
Oh, yes, I did. I'm a microbiologist, Nimina. I was going to be a medical student. So I was very curious, I even saw water birth. I wanted to try it. Teddy was like, not on my watch. Don't even think about it. Not in Nigeria. Before chaos happened. But honestly, I had walked through with my midwife. Okay, what if we do a water birth? Will you guys come to the house? Don't mind me. I'm very dramatic. So when I went for antenatal, please do not miss antenatal. Ejo.
Whether you're a first time mom or second time mom,
no matter the terms of moms you are, do not miss. I'm telling you, it's what saved me. I was just 39 weeks. I went to go and just, doctor, I'm tired. This is getting heavy. Let the baby say you just have 1 more week to go. To complete 40 weeks. You'll be fine. Just see it through. My legs were inflamed that day. My weight was 110.
Wow.
Oh, was it 108?
Hundreds. Put your hand up.
Yeah. So I was really tired, and he said, you just have 1 more week to see your bundle of joy. Oh no, God bless you, Dr. Ido. That man.
Shout out to good doctors. Shout out to great doctors.
He was just trying to console me. He said, okay, madam, that man is a psychologist. He knew what he was doing. He said, okay, so just give us your urine sample. Go on the scale and let the nurse take your vitals and you can go home, and I'll see you next week. We said, okay. They did a tour of the hospital where I'll have the baby. I was also excited. I never reached out. I did inside Lekki traffic. When the doctor called me, madam, we will need you to come back for a few more checkups. Is it okay? Are you far gone? Like, are you almost? I said, I'm almost home, doc, and I'm hungry. I'm craving a Ferrero white rice. They're already cooking it for me. That's how I now go to my house. So he called me again, madam, are you heading back anytime soon? I'm like, doc, this one you're calling me 20 times. He said, your vitals got us a bit concerned, so we just want to be sure. So because the nature of preeclampsia, you have to first have 3+ protein in your urine, your weight, the inflammation on your leg.
You have witnesses here.
You know, and your blood pressure needs to not be scary. So he didn't want to aggravate me. So what he did was call Teddy, told him that hope my pregnancy please, pregnancy bag that
It's important.
should just be on standby. You know, they teach you all of that at antenatal. Please do not neglect the instruction. Long and short of the story, Teddy just came down, was doing easy, miracle working God. She praise and worship. What's going on? He said, babe, eat quick now. Let's be going. He called my friend, called my PA. I said, why are people jubilating? It's not for me to just go and check vitals. He said, now we are just excited that, you know, I started getting nervous. So thankfully we have 2 cars. So his car was driving in front and my car at the back with my driver. So I was with him in his car. My PA, my friend, they were in the second car. See hospital like 10 minutes away. His
Traffic.
car just, his tire just, we first park, came down. We're looking for vulcanizer all over Admiralty. There was no vulcanizer.
Hey. Film
We
show.
want to start doing changing of tire money. I started getting nervous. I started getting really nervous. He said, you know what, babe, let's move to the second car. Let the driver stay here and try to get someone to fix the tire. So we entered the car and we drove to the hospital. Immediately I arrived. They said, madam, how are you feeling? I started feeling a bit lightheaded. They just said, prep her for surgery immediately.
Oh, wow.
So I was just imagining that if we didn't come with the second car,
What would have happened?
what would have happened? The moment they prepped me for surgery and they brought out my daughter, she had detached from the placenta.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So I was like, if I was a second late, she would have lost oxygen and I would have had a stillbirth. So all I was just thinking, after I was grateful after the baby ball, every time I look at her, I just said, what if? What if? The what ifs, they tormented
Drove you
me.
crazy.
They tormented me so much. I would look at her, I would just remembering, I'm getting so nervous because it was, what if the doctor was not attentive? What if the nurse didn't do her due diligence? What ifs were so many? What if Dr. Idowu was not sound and he made me panic?
Because we've seen this situation happen time and time
a
again.
lot of stillbirths are just due to negligence. It's either the doctor was not sound or the nurse didn't do her job on time or they arrived at the hospital late. What if they got there on time? The baby wouldn't have died. What if, I was just thinking, and it haunted me for a while. I had to get therapy to walk me through being grateful. How about all the thank gods that I got there on time? Thank God we thought about the car. Thank God the doctor was sound. Thank God the nurse did her job. Thank God the baby came out in one piece.
In one piece.
Thank God the hospital had all their equipment working and there was light 24/7 because my kidney failed, my heart became weak, my liver, everything was just shutting down. Lori, childbirth. Women should be worshipped though. Anybody who lays hand on a woman is cursed. Why? Respect her. We are gods. We are literally portals that pull life from another realm to this world. So be kind.
I still have chills over my body because what you touched on something so powerful, which is all the what ifs. For anyone who's had, we have a husband and wife on set, literally hugging each other. So you might want to quickly, if you're a guy watching this,
Please,
call your
hug
wife,
or
send her a text and say
message.
babe, or whatever it is that you call your babe.
Oh, you guys are so cute. Stop it. They're literally hugging and kissing.
Okay, guys. Can we pan out to them?
Yes, literally.
Mide, please, can you help us pan out to them, please?
Oh, I'm so honored to be experiencing this. No,
I mean, I understand what you're saying because the what ifs, and the guest we had in the previous episode, she said this thing is multi-layered because the what if in your case is what if I had gotten there late, what if I had stillbirth. Anyone who's experienced loss knows that. So I've experienced multiple losses, and the first thing that comes to my head is always what if, and then there's the blame. Like, what, like, was it something I did wrong? Like, why didn't I have this child? Or is it that I ate something that I shouldn't have eaten? Should I have not gone out when I went out? There's so many what ifs. And that is so powerful that you say it. And I like the switch you made where you sought help. And then your therapist said, well, how about you be grateful for there are a lot of thank God moments
that you could actually focus on. Is either the glass half empty or the glass
or is half full.
And so it's perspective.
Absolutely.
Honestly, the voices in your head can be tamed. And you can really decide, because when scriptures tells us that we should renew our minds daily, it's important, because if you don't renew your mind, you could drown yourself into madness. The mind is so powerful. It is so powerful.
And we get as women who have...
Can you see how my hair is standing?
As women who go through so much stuff, we're the first people that things mess with our heads.
Yeah.
Like society messes with your head, your family messes with your head. There's even your children mess with your head as well.
We are receivers.
Yeah.
So honestly, everything that goes through you, you're either a sponge or a sieve, because everything gets to you as a woman. So it's important that you and the Spirit of God is the loudest voice in your head, and you need to be aligned so that you're not also drowning yourself. Please be kind to yourself.
And women, be kind to each other.
Please be kind. Honestly, how can you be kind to each other if you're not kind to yourself? Love
That's
your
the
neighbor
first
as
place.
yourself.
Yeah.
So please be kind to yourself so that you have enough to give back. You can't tear yourself down because someone else looks better. Someone else seems to have it better. It always looks like it's greener on the other side. It's not always true. So truly choose the reality that defines your life.
Absolutely.
And be kind to yourself.
Okay. So let's switch gears a bit. Have you been able to navigate life as a mom, a wife, an entrepreneur? Because I know you have like several businesses. And how has that affected your identity? Because, first of all, because the thing is, a lot of women, once they marry, the identity of who they were individually is gone. And then once they are moms, you are now, so in this part of the world, we call moms by the prefix. I think the name of their child becomes the suffix of the mom.
Mom is Zendaya.
Yeah, mom is Zendaya.
Oh,
mom
God.
is real. If you want to say Iya this, Iya that. And so that becomes your identity. Even today, we see our parents, most times our parents call themselves by Daddy David, that kind of thing.
You're
and
right.
it's
the identity shifts.
It shifts. So how have you been able to navigate? Because there's multiple identities that you have. You have wife, mother, celebrity, entrepreneur, sister, daughter. So how have you been able to do that?
Question, because this morning after I prayed, I just looked at myself and said, "Who are you, Gasha?" Because it's so easy to get carried away with all the hats that you wear that you kind of lose your center. I'm still figuring it out. It was in the car on my driveway here that I was like, okay, who am I? And I said, I'm Eniton. Eniton is like a storyteller. So it's easier to see yourself as different characters in the hats that you're wearing. But your center is that, okay, I'm a storyteller. I tell stories with my products that I sell. I tell stories with each child that I have. I tell stories with my husband.
So good.
I tell stories with the brands I represent. So it's easy for me to center myself. It's so crazy that you're asking this right now, because I had to have a reality check. And for the first time, I took a deep sigh and I'm like, okay, this is it.
I like it. I absolutely, I'm going to steal it. People should steal it. I really love it. It's so good.
It just made me grounded for the first time. You know how, okay, with therapy, you're told that most of the time you're living in the future, or you're living in the past, or you're living in the situation.
We hardly live in the present. Yeah.
When you center yourself by gripping onto maybe like on this, when I'm driving, it's so easy for me to think, because then I'm focused on the road. So my mind is, you know, in meditation, you're supposed to be thinking about one thing and be able to silence every other thing. So I grip on the steering. Okay, I'm here and now, and I'm anything. I'm a storyteller. And right now, I'm trying to tell a story by being on your podcast. And I am telling a story. So for the first time, I was able to center myself.
On your drive here?
Yeah.
That's so wild.
Yeah. Because it's a lot. It is a lot. Navigating through life. It doesn't come with a manual. For those of you whose parents are very active in your life, God bless you. Because everyone seems to have an opinion of a situation in your life. If you talk to this person, the opinion is different from this person. So you just realize that we are all individuals, and you could just get confused by trying to live every other person's opinion and every other person's life. Why don't you go back to your source and then navigate it with him and pray that you have somebody who is aligned with him, who can
help you,
guide you? Because a lot of people's opinions might just be their opinions. It may not really be what God's opinion is about the matter and about you.
I'm going to go back to that storytelling thing. I'm sorry, I can't move from it. Because I feel like I just had an epiphany. Yeah. And I'm hoping that you also had that epiphany, that you're telling a story. She said you're telling a story either by I'm telling a story with my children. So for instance, I have 2 children. Who am I with the first child? Who am I with the second child? Who am I with my husband? Who am I with my friends?
Mom.
Who am I with my mom? Who am I with my dad? So I'm different people. So I have to be able to determine, instead of saying, oh, this is who I am part time, it's like, I need to know who I am.
Telling
with different expressions.
With each conversation, it's not the way you're talking to me is not how you're probably gonna be with your best friend.
Yeah.
So it's not that you have multiple personalities or you are trying to be.
We have multiple. Like, let's not. It
is multiple personalities. Yeah. I will call it multiple characters.
Okay. Because it's better than same personality.
Yeah. We're not
we're not downing people that have mental health issues. In terms of, that's not what we're saying.
That's not what it is. But it helps your mind. You know the thing about information. Information is so powerful. The moment you tell me that walking with my head like this is a taboo, even if I'm tired and I just do like
it's a taboo.
You immediately become conscious of that thing. So once something is been stigmatized as a word or as a tag or as a label, you become too self-conscious about it. So to help your mind while you deal with how you process the information that may not sit well with your mind, it's easier to just say, okay, I'm a character in a movie, and with each person that I'm speaking with, I am a different character, because that's what works with that person.
But if they were to ask you who you are, because a lot of us also make the mistake of, so for instance, if you say, who am I? I'd most likely say, oh, my name is Olufumije, I'm a mom.
Yes.
I'm a wife. So I've forgotten who I am, which is why I really love this thing you're saying. Like, my mind is
so
blown. It's so good. Like, I don't introduce because back in the day I would never introduce myself as a wife and a mom, because I wasn't that there.
Yes.
So it means that a lot of us haven't really been, like you said, grounded in who we are. Which is why when something happens, this is the phase of life I'm in, I'm defining myself by this phase of life. Yes. Or something else happens. This.
That makes you so unstable, and it also messes with you, and then you just realize that you can't fit into something that works. Which is why
when moms are the ones that are prone to depression, and are the ones that,
I swear,
when you lose your drive because maybe you're not working anymore,
you're torn into so many places, and you don't realize that is just what you have been built. God never gives you beyond you can bear. The capacity to handle all these things is already inbuilt. So when you, like you said, define yourself, it's easy to handle these things without them looking like a burden.
So she's such a wise woman. Oh my God. So wise. I'm just like, what? I'm having, I know we have to round up again, but I'm having so many gotcha moments. Like, oh my God, that was so good. Okay, let's round up. I need to stay focused. Okay, to round off. Oh, so good. To round off, let's talk about support system. A lot of us don't have, great support systems. Like, even when we think that they are great support systems, like, we think, this person is well-meaning, but that well-meaning thing is not exactly well-meaning. because it's like you're being, they're like, oh, like you said earlier, you need to be a woman. And your mom is telling you like, my mom can't steer me wrong, or my auntie can't steer me wrong. But at that point in time, that's not what you need. So how important is community, for you? Like, how were you able, besides your husband, how were you able to?
Goosebumps at this question. Support systems, you cannot joke with that. And when you pray, I know I've been going to church a lot with my words, but when you really pray, say, God, send me my people. Because when you do not have your people, you have people, but they just don't fit right, and they just stare you wrong, like you rightly said. Men can't do it all. Reduce the expectation. They won't always get it. My darling, my headache for a while. I'm married going on 4 years plus 5 years. Teddy was, babe, this, babe. And then when he's not doing it, I will just fall apart. I will be depressed. I will say he hates me. He doesn't love me. Oh God, it was the worst experience, especially with my first pregnancy and first childbirth. I hated Teddy for so long. I didn't hate him, but he just couldn't give me what I needed. And unfortunately, he did not have it to give. So thank God with therapy, I understood that, because my mom was not around. So I had a nanny who had children, but it was just horrible, because it was just like, madam, girl, shut up, please. So I was just grateful that I had the church I was planted in at the time. I had women who I could call that would pray with me. My counselor and therapist was mighty helpful. And over time, because I'm newly married, the environment was new. I needed to find my tribe. So I had White Harvest, the people I prayed with every day. And over time, also with HTP, I gradually started to build a community of strong women. I'm also a part of, I will share their WhatsApp with you. Women that pray. So I needed to just find other people that could relate with me, because it was running me mad. And because we live in the same house with the man, we kind of just expect him to do it all and just know. They don't. They are genuinely just very different from us. Clueless.
Sorry, man.
It's not. Sorry. We are.
This is not. We're not hating on men. That's what we're doing.
Leave it. You don't need to explain anything. We are just parallel lines that are. We are different. They are from Venus. We are from Mars. Literally, we're not from the same planets. So don't hate on your husband. Don't divorce him because you're going through a lot and he can't get it. He genuinely just doesn't know what to do in that moment. Some men are blessed to have mothers who put them through every facet of feminism. And it's a huge blessing. But there are some parents who think the men are just to work and the women are to do a goddamn thing. If God be kind and I have the grace to go through one more pregnancy and it's a boy, he will know how to change pad.
Not diaper, pad.
Pad. He will understand what tampons do. He will understand every little detail about the woman anatomy. Because you can't be clueless. And unfortunately, not every mother thinks is a necessary thing to do, but I am that mom that thinks it's a necessary thing to do, because if not for the grace and wisdom of God and for counseling and therapy, it would have caused a huge strain in our marriage. And maybe Teddy and I wouldn't have been together anymore, because that phase was very overwhelming for me. I did not know what to do. I didn't understand that he did not get me. I didn't understand it. And I went through depression, because part of the reason I went through depression was because he didn't get certain things, and he was the figure of love and support and all of this security and all these things, and I'm relying on him, and truly he didn't have all of that to give, and I was really confused, right? He gave what he could, but that was all enough. He could, but it wasn't enough for me,
because you're speaking different languages.
So yeah, it is important to have a good support system. Find your tribe as a woman. Don't rely on your husband for everything. If you have a husband who gets it, you're blessed. If you have a husband who doesn't, it doesn't make him bad or broken. He just doesn't know.
And you might be the one to teach him.
And you might just be the one to teach him, yes. For the man that is willing to learn.
I like that caveat. I like it. I like how you're very, very vocal. Like, I've always known this about you. Vocal about like things that have to do with women, empowering women.
Yes.
You lend a voice. And even right now, sitting with you, there's been a lot. The way you say things, they're not. You don't say them like they're alien. Like, oh, I had a C-section, or I went to therapy. Like, you say it very, very, and that's something that we need to put out even more so that people know that, okay, therapy is not bad.
It's not, no.
Like, even talking to some people think therapy is this spooky thing. If
It's
you sit down with your friend, that's therapy.
See, find a woman who has been married 20 years, is successful. Mentorship, or you may not call it mentorship or discipleship. You just have someone who is willing to
pass on,
to give of themselves in terms of their time and knowledge.
wisdom.
I have strong women in my life, and I'm grateful to God for that. That is what has kept me sane. They don't have to be people you pay. Therapy just means you have someone who is willing to give you their ear time and give you seasoned counsel, and you are seeing that it has worked. And she will tell you, like my auntie, if it will say, "Bam, this is what I did, and it worked for me." Pray about it and
try it.
Someone that will not lie and butter things. Bam, bam, you messed up. That was stupid. Go and apologize to your husband. You understand? You need people who will tell you the truth, and you've seen it work in their life.
I like that you say you have to be extremely careful who you're telling, because this is not now go and be telling people your like when they say Bambam said we should be looking for. She said
I will restructure it. Prayerfully ask for your people. Prayerfully ask for your persons. Keep your circle small. Don't go and keep the one that will say, this is what Bambam said. This is what this person said. Joe, prayerfully ask for God to send you your people, send you a counselor, send you a mentor, send you someone that
has sense.
That has sense, please.
Basically.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
not
thank
everybody.
You so much. Bambam. See, we can keep on going on and on and on. And this is basically what me and my girls is about. Like, creating a community for ladies, for women to talk about any and everything. We've touched on so many things right now, like that is not just tailored to certain things. We talked on therapy, depression, identity. We've talked on marriage. There was children being expensive.
They are expensive. Stop having so many. Close your legs. Wear condom.
I agree with you, to be honest, because like I only have so many hands to take care of children. Do you get? So we've talked on so many things, and
blood pressure is real. High blood pressure is real.
And I'm so grateful that you're here. Thank you for spending your time with us. Thank you for being vulnerable, for getting down and dirty. Which is what, again, this is what me and my girls is about. And it doesn't, we're hoping that we can move this beyond online, social media. Like, you can have a me and my girls platform in your house. You can have it amongst your friends. Again, wise people, not just like random people that you're talking to. Because we need to be able to spread the word and tell people that I can be a safe haven for you. I can be your sister in arms. I can be there when you need me to be there. Not that we're fighting each other over a man. Or no, don't go. We're fighting over a man, or we're fighting over like who took my job or who ate my meat. Like, things that are really, really frivolous. Like, lives are dependent on people's lives are tied to my life. Same with you. Like, so
I like that. Sorry, hold it. People's lives are tied to you, so it is important that you get it right. And it's not trying to put pressure on anybody, but it is important that you get it right, so that you don't destroy an entire generation tied to you because you're fighting over meat and man.
Thank you again. I know I said this before. Thank you so much for coming. We hope to be able to do this again with you. Where can people find you?
At Bami Bestowed on all social media platforms.
And then
that is
we are
BAMMBAMMYBESTOWED. It's not Bam Bam. A lot of people go and look for Bam Bam. I remember when I came out of the house, my name was not available. Yeah, people bought it and were willing to sell it back to me.
No, but even always known you as Bami anyway.
Yeah,
but because people knew you,
before.
Oh yeah, this is my family moment.
Yeah.
Like we've known each other from Tay. Not like 2 years, 3 years ago. Tay.
2008.
2009. Yeah.
That's enough. No,
so can't do the math.
Anti-comfort.
Oh, please, I'm a baby girl. What's a baby girl? What's a baby girl? Anyway, thank you again for coming.
Thank you for inviting
we
me,
hope you
sis.
enjoyed this episode. And you don't want to be selfish about it. Tell your friends about it. Tell your friends to tell their friends to their friends, even their enemies about it. Tell your sisters, your moms, everybody about it. Because Me and My Girls Pod is here to stay. So, see you next episode, Love and Light. Peace out.